Okay guys, Abdullah Ashraf here, and ignore the noise in the back if you can hear it. It's just a fan running. It's really hot over here in the UK. Now today I'm recording a very special video for you. This is a special bonus that was actually going with one of the promotions I was running for a great program called Rika Ching. However, in this video I will not be talking about the promotion. Instead, I'll be talking about the training I plan to deliver, which is talking about how you can freelance your way to riches. Now the truth is this: if it wasn't for freelancing, I would be nowhere in this online game. Okay, you need to understand this. Before freelancing, I was only just doing network marketing, promoting a few offers here and there, making max about 100-200 pounds a week, and even that, it wasn't consistent, it wasn't secure, and every 3 months or so I'd find myself with no money, with no cash, with no security. Okay, and so freelancing was able to literally change the game for me. It was able to provide a secure income for me. It was able to help me grow as an entrepreneur and become actually successful in this industry. It really opened my mind up and created a bunch of opportunities. So I'm going to allow you and help you get onto the same path and do the same for yourself. Okay, help you change your own life with freelancing. And honestly, it sounds like big claims, and you hear these changing lives kind of claims all the time throughout marketing. However, freelancing, it is not a push button opportunity. You know, it really does require work from yourself, and this is the chance to actually prove to yourself, to the world, that you are someone of value, that you can deliver value to somebody else or to somebody else's business, and you have something that other people need. And this is what freelance allows you to do. It really lets you bring, shed light on yourself and position yourself as an expert. And this is why it's the perfect stepping stone for going into any online business. For in freelancing, you can find a client in every single industry. Now let's get straight into this training. So what is this video about? What's this training today about? So it's how I use freelancing to take myself from a nobody to industry leaders offering me work left, right and centers, and how my first 2 clients freelancing made me more money than my entire first year online, and how I get up to 5 interviews a day without applying for any jobs on this platform, and a lot more super cool stuff. So let's keep going. Now what this is not about, you need to understand what this isn't about before, you've got expectations and I don't meet them. I want you to know what this training is not about. So it's not about Ching. It's not about how to use it, how to sell Instagram services, and how Ching works. In fact, that's already covered inside the first video of the training of that program. Now small training, this is not about being a small training that leads to a big pitch. This is the goal itself. Okay, so at the end of this video, there's not going to be any more pitches, there's not going to be any more products or programs, any consulting that I want to sell you right after this, though you'll probably want to give me money after watching this training. This literally is the goal itself. Once you've watched this, you can then go and start implementing this stuff. And this is not about somebody else's results. These are my results and I continue to achieve them. Okay, so with freelancing, I haven't actually stopped. Even till today, I get clients, I get offers, I get proposals, and I deal with them as they come a day after day. And what I'm going to show you all of this, with my accounts, my profiles, my results. And so you can really I can really vouch for this this business model. I can really tell you it does work because I made it work myself. It's worked for me when I was a nobody, and it's taken me to really myself, I'm quite the industry leader in viral news now. People see me as the authority, and this is all thanks to coming off from viral news. So it all started in early 2015. I was a broke high school kid going into college that had been trying to kill this game for the past 2 years. So since 2013, I was trying to kill the internet marketing game, and all the way till 2015, I hadn't found any success. I'd been through more courses than you can imagine and spent more, money on coaches than you can think of at my age. Now, it's hard to believe, but honestly, at 15 or so, I'd already spent about $34,000 just in coaching programs, learning and training. And this was not my parents' money. This was money I'd either earned or I had leveraged from investors and partners, etc. And I had not, I had knowledge, I had skill and small experience, but no great results. So I was just at the point of most internet marketers. We've been through courses, we've got the knowledge, and we can do some cool stuff, but actually we haven't found the time or the opportunity to implement it, and we haven't been able to achieve any great results. So then, further in that year, a good friend and an ex-partner of mine, he reached out to me and he offered me a job, and I was only required for a week, but in that time I literally over delivered, and they ended up keeping me on for 3 months. And so this was turned out to be my first freelancing client, and I was able to earn over 4.5k in my first contract alone, excluding bonuses. So that was pretty cool. I was broke, I had no money, nothing was going for me. I was only 15 years old, and I got this opportunity. They called me on for a week. A lot of times you'll get offers and proposals, and they'll say, we only need you for a day, we only need you for a week, we only need you for this job. But as long as you over deliver and you do something for them they couldn't find elsewhere, then they will keep you on for longer. And so, like with this first client, they kept me on for 3 months, and this ended with over 4.5k in my first contract. This was just my hourly rate. Okay, this is just what I was getting paid for my time, and then on top of that, I was given a lot of bonuses, which would have brought the total to more like $6,000 just over a 3-month period. So this was it. I knew this is working. I've got something of value. I can help people. I can help grow businesses. So I started documenting all my work, the results I achieved, and compiled this into a portfolio. Now, during my time working with my first client, I also developed the AdSense business model at this point. Okay, so during my time working with my first client, in them 3 months, I actually then developed a Google AdSense business model in the whole AdSense idea. And so, them two to combine really was able to change my life. Now, freelancing is not only a good income stream, it is the best learning curve for an entrepreneur, and I can vouch for that, because honestly, over my years, so many times I've been advised to go get a job outside, and I've been told that that's going to open my mind and it's going to do this and do that. And so I did it. I tried to get one job in the past, and I've taken a look at it. I worked there for 2 weeks, and I knew this actually has no value to my life. It's not going to help me in any way in my online business. But then I started freelancing. And so as I started freelancing, you see inside businesses that you want to be building yourself. Okay, you see inside online business, and you can work for online businesses that you would probably be wanting to build yourself, and working for them, making them successful. Then you can really see what it takes to become successful in whichever industry or niche you go into, and then you can really achieve some amazing results. And that's why I would say freelancing is not only a good income stream, it's not only a good way to provide yourself security and get yourself an income online, it's actually just the best learning curve for any online entrepreneur. Now, after having done this, after having documented this, all creating my portfolio, I was getting job offers all day long, honestly. I landed several clients after this. I took some private, handled some on Upwork, and the Upwork clients, I just deal with, hourly rates mostly, and then fixed contracts, I handle them through PayPal or bank transfer. And now, that's it, really. That was it for me. It changed the game, literally. I got my first client, I over delivered, I made a lot of money with them, and then I just documented this, presented this, and kapow, ultimately it made me a lot of money. It landed me a lot more clients, and they just wouldn't stop coming. And now I'm 2-3 years into this freelancing game, until today the offers don't come in, and I'll show you that very shortly. Now, this was essentially the domino effect. So after my first contract ended, and by the way, this is what people don't know, this is what people don't know I was doing, what I was up to with my business at this point in life, because I don't document all my numbers. I only talk about numbers that are relevant to my customers. So if I've got some AdSense revenue, I'll share that with you because it's relevant to you. You want to know how I got there, and I can show you how I got there. But these numbers, my consulting, my coaching, that kind of stuff is irrelevant to my AdSense customers, right? So I didn't share that back then, but now you get to learn. And this is what happens after I land my first client. I also ended an AdSense site at that point. I told you I just found the AdSense business model back then, so I ended an AdSense site the same time I closed off my first contract, and this site had generated $54,000 in revenue in just 3 months, which then led me to generating over $40,000 in my first 2 months of consulting. So remember this, earlier that year I was broke, I was on zilch, I was on zero, and that's a promise. We go back to my accounts. If I showed you my bank accounts, I can show you this stuff. I was literally broke on zero. Okay, and nothing was going for me. I didn't know what I'm gonna do online. I didn't really, I just had a lot of knowledge, but I didn't have anywhere to put it into practicality to make anything out of it until I got this one opportunity. Once I got the opportunity, I over delivered so hard. At that time I was attending college. I barely was attending college during my time working with them. I was off literally all the time. I was sleeping at 4-5 a.m. Just finishing work off for my client. And so that was it. I went all out on them. They kept me on board. This opened my mind. It presented more opportunity to me. I started the AdSense business model. I done 54k in that, and then the next 2 months from there, once I finished off in December that year, and once I had done 54k in revenue, I then started consulting that same month, and within them 2 months, December and January, I was able to do $40,000. So you add those numbers up. I went from 5k to 50k to 40k, and so just from there it was just just big numbers, and you just have to keep that momentum up. You just have to keep working, and believe me, these clients won't stop coming and success won't stop coming to you. And so that's why freelancing is not just like I said, it's not just an income stream. It's this learning curve. It's this pathway that really is, just works out for entrepreneurs, and I can't explain that to you. But if you just get involved and you land your first client, believe me, the route is going to take you down, and the path is going to take you on. It's highly fruitful, and it creates amazing results. For you, it can do that for you. And I know many people it's done it for. I know many people that started the same way as I did, and today, us lot, we're running 6-7 figure businesses. Okay, we're running actual empires over here, and it all started off for working for one client. Now, right, understand this, that with freelancing, these people are your clients, they're not your employers. Okay, you have flexibility, you have the say, you can negotiate terms, you have power. They need you. All right, and that's what it's all about. That's what I'm teaching you today, how to position yourself so that the client needs you. And so then you can negotiate the terms, you can negotiate, the hours, the rates, etc. And ultimately, that's just straight winning for you. So then my second client, it was another hourly rate client. It was for a life support job. And really and truly, I don't care for the job as long as it's behind my desk and my desired rate is met. Okay, so as long as they can meet my rate and I'm still working from behind my desk, then I don't care, I'll get the job done. Because for me, I know I'm able to adapt to anything. I can position myself as an expert in anything, and I can get the job done better than anyone. All right, it's just how it is. And once you establish that mindset, adapt that mindset, you'll be able to do the same. You'll be able to do just the same. And so with this client, I was able to then do 4.7k in less than 4 months. Once again, so big numbers is no joke. From at this point, these clients aren't a big deal to me anymore. At that point, I just because I was on zero the year before, I had an appreciation for money, and so then I was taking on every client really and truly that came my way. And so boom, I landed this client as well. We were just doing live support. He wanted me to create a team that would run his support for him. I built out this team. I hired the right people. I fired the wrong people, and boom, within 4 months, I'd done, or even less, I'd done 4.7k with the client. And so just with my first 2 clients, I done about $10,000 plus. Okay, then that's more than my first year online. My first year online, I made $6,000. That's it. So my first year online, I made $6,000 back in 2013/2014. And further from there, these 2 clients of mine, actually in literally just a few months, they were able to make me over $10,000, more than my entire first year working online. And at this point, it was literally just pocket cash in my business, and a lot of it, I was just able to outsource a lot of the work that I was getting. My client was requesting of me, I would just outsource it. I would just pay other people to do it, and I still collect, my pay at the end of the week by the client. And so, straight winning, it just becomes easier and easier, this business. Once you start getting results, it just becomes easier and easier. So the disclaimer was this, that in my first year online back in 2014, I made just $6,000. Okay, and so my first 2 clients made me over $10,000 within a 6-month period. But really and truly, within my first 2 months after my first 5k contract, I landed 5 fixed rate clients. So as I mentioned, I done over $40,000 in just 2 months of consulting. And so these were my 5 fixed rate clients, which I landed right after my first 5k contract, just because I could prove I can get results in a business. My client was happy with me. People wanted me working for them, working with them, setting up their business. And I done just that, and I cashed in real hard. So since then, Upwork rings every day. My profile has new interviews from new clients. I don't apply for them, and if I do, I just tell them to give me a call, and believe me, they do. So here's a powerful part now. I don't go on any job jobs over there, and I don't apply for any of them. I don't go in them. I don't submit cover letters. I don't add my experience. I don't do any of that. And if I do, then I don't fill out the long application. I don't answer the long questions. I simply tell them, just give me a call, take a look at my profile. And all the time, they do, because they know from my experience, from what I've achieved, they want me working for them. And that's the positioning you got to do. And I'm going to give you my profile and show you how I position myself like this expert, and how you can do this once again for yourself. And understand that experience and results always speak louder than anything. There's nothing more that is more powerful than experience and results, especially results. Experience is just word. On your word you can say, I'm experienced, I've worked this, I've worked that, I've been there, I've spent this many hours. But results, they cannot be broken, they cannot be changed, they cannot be forged. Okay, results are the real deal, and that's what people are looking for. People want to hire you so you can get results for them in their business where they can't. okay? And that's what you will do for yourself, and I'll show you exactly how to build these results and this experience for yourself before you start getting clients. So here's the deal. Here's what a perfect profile looks like, and here's what a perfect freelancer looks like. You know, he's got an exceptional work portfolio, got a client work portfolio. So not just your own work, your clients' work. You got positive reviews from your clients, from your customers, from anybody that's worked with you. You got practical results, okay, that you can actually implement this stuff, and within 30 days you can turn it around and you can get results, whatever it may be. In whatever you do, your work should convert. It should get people results. It should save people from damage to their business, and in fact help them grow and benefit their business, okay? 5, we've got tests, okay? Upwork has these tests you can take, and you take these tests, you can present them on your profile, and boom, you know, that adds a lot of value to your profile, and I'll be talking a bit more about that very shortly. And then finally, we've got social media profiles. You know, you want to be omnipresent, you want to be everywhere, you want to be in every profile so people can really see you as a true authority, you know, as a brand, as somebody that really holds serious power and authority online. Now, of course, you're wondering, I've got no experience, what do I do? So look, if you've got no experience, here's what you do. Put together a solid work portfolio, use all your skills and remodel some businesses. Present this in your Upwork portfolio or whatever platform it may be. Just show it off, alright? Show some confidence in what you do and what you're capable of, and niche down to one specific skill, field, or job. Okay, so find this one skill, alright? Master it, okay? Do a lot of work using that skill in that field, okay? Produce a lot of work in it. So if it's website building, you know, produce 25 high quality websites using these newly found skills that you have. Remodel successful businesses, because you know they're successful for a reason. Remodel them and present this on your portfolio. Show people that this is what I'm capable of, this is how long it takes me to produce this, and this is how I do it, okay? And boom, you know, people are gonna be all over your shit. As long as you can just prove you got work, you can do a certain task. It's not about whether you've done it for someone else. As long as you can just do the work, you know, somebody's going to be there to give you a chance. And there's more than enough people on Upwork that are looking for freelancers, for quality freelancers, because it's hard to find. There's just a lot of people that are outsourcing their work, a lot of the agencies on there, but you need individuals that are ready to put in the work, put in the hours, put in the heart, put in the grit, and you can just show that off in your portfolio with some work that you can throw up for yourself in your own time, okay? So do this, and that is how you build your experience. That's how you position yourself, and once again, as an expert. And then we have the Upwork test, which is a super cool feature on Upwork where you can carry out their tests, and they have hundreds of them. So if you do well in them, you can show them on your profile, and it looks really good to clients, especially for writing related work. And for example, you know, you have like English tests, and so you can take a lot of English tests and you can pass them all, you can come out on top. And if you're a writer, well then, you know, it's great. If you're an English writer, then that's just perfect, because I'm going to look for you. I'm going to look for a writer that speaks solid English, that's passed the English test, that's come first, you know, got 100% on it, and boom, if I see that, I'm hiring you, okay? So it looks really good to clients, and like I said, you know, it's good for writing related work. But regardless, there's so many tests in every single field, industry, niche, product, service. You know, there's a test for it on Upwork, and you want to go there, you want to find it, you want to take it, you want to smash it, you want to do really well, and then present it on your profile. 3 to 5 tests, you know, really and truly is good enough to take 45 minutes each on average. So they are pretty long tests, but like I said, that's why they are valued so much, that once presented on your profile, they can do you some serious wonders, okay? Further from there, we've got the social media profiles, which I was talking about, and this is what I do. Look, I'm all over Facebook, I'm all over YouTube. My main profile is Facebook, so I can just tell them, look, just search me on Facebook, okay? But really and truly, even better for me now is I have a successful program, Since Reborn, and it's been around for 2-3 years now, and it's all over Google, all over Facebook, all over YouTube. So all I just say to them is, look, just Google my name and my product. It's gonna come up, and boom, that wins them right there. They look it up, they're like, whoa, this guy's an expert, you know, he's over Google, he's on YouTube, he's on Facebook. Everywhere we go, we look for this guy, he's there, you know, they can find me. I'm easy to find, and that's what you want to be. You want to be easy to find, that if your name is looked up, that something comes up for you, okay? And literally that's it. You know, you just want to get in their face, be easy to find, be a somebody, and ultimately you're winning. All right, social media profiles for any damn business, any, you know, service, any product is the best way to get your name around, okay? Just to have a profile on every social media, and post there regularly. YouTube, Google Plus, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. Just be on it, be there, be active, and believe me, people will find you and people will want you. And then you got the personal website, okay? You have a personal brand website or blog, and this, you post a lot of valuable content. Use this blog to show how much value you as a person, as an individual, are able to deliver, what you are really worth. And don't go easy on this, okay? Put as much content as regularly as you can out there. That is exactly what you will use to attract your clients. Simple as. And then we've got a profile video which you can add on Upwork, okay? So a quick intro video on your profile, and it really puts you ahead of like 96% of Upwork freelancers, because literally all of the freelancers on Upwork don't seem to use this feature. They don't have a video on their profile. And if you just add a video to your profile, talk about yourself, what you can do for somebody else's business, and what you've already achieved, believe me, the moment your profile is looked at, you will get that interview. You will get an invitation to their job, because look, as I just mentioned, you're already ahead of 96% of Upwork individuals, okay? People don't use that video. People are afraid, people are embarrassed, whatever it may be. If you just go out there, get that video, make it look professional, talk about your experiences, what you can do, believe me, it really puts you ahead of all your freelance competition, and you will be cashing in and catching clients left, right and center. That's a promise, honestly. Now here's my profile. This is what I've got written in my letter on my profile, and this is what I position myself for and as, and where, in which industry I attract clients in. So I call myself a digital marketing and funnel building expert. I'm very concise and straight about this. I'm letting them know in exactly which two industries I am proficient in and can get them results in. And then from there, I've got a short, profile letter which covers everything regarding, my skills, what I do, what I've achieved. And this is actually a bit, outdated. There's still a lot more stuff to add to this, but as it is getting me jobs left, right, and center, day in, day out. So we'll take a quick read of it, and then later, I'm gonna give you the Word document, and you can download this, remodel it, etc., and you can go through it as many times as you want. So I'm a digital marketing professional who has worked with clients from around the globe. I am deeply involved in all my projects from start to finish. I listen to my clients attentively and provide them a vision for what they want, and then I collaborate with them to create and execute a plan of action. So I'm letting the clients know I know what I'm doing. I always work the same way. I have a plan. I simply go through this. I work with my clients on what they want, then I collaborate with them. I create that stuff, execute that plan of action, and then boom. With over 3 years of immense success within the digital marketing industry, I'm the ultimate contractor for your job. So I'm really making myself out as an authority, the ultimate, the right person, the only person for their job. I specialize in building and managing funnels, products, websites for all types of businesses, whether their goal is to generate leads, sales calls, provide detailed information on their products, or even operate an entire business. I have the competence to create the online success your business needs. So I'm literally just saying I'm an all-rounder. I can do whatever the hell you need, but I'm being specific about money and making activities. I'm telling them that, look, generating leads, this is what they need. That's what a business needs. That's how they make money. Sales calls, they need that to make money. Detailed information on their products. People need people that understand their products and that can present it in an actual effective way that's going to get them results, okay? And or just I kept it simple by I can even operate an entire business. You can tell me just what you need, and I'll do everything in my power to create the online success your business needs, okay? My skills include ClickFunnels, lead pages, Photoshop, WordPress, Optimize Press, Excel, email marketing, autoresponders, Podio, Facebook ads, and social media marketing, and full project management. All work given to me is completed by me, so you can be rest assured that your work will not land in the hands of a third party. Now a lot of clients are afraid that their work will be carried out by an agency, the work will be given out somebody else. You have to make it clear that you complete this work for yourself, and whatever you write on your profile goes. It's legit. You can't lie about it, or else you'll probably lose your account. Okay, so all work given to me is completed by me, so you can be rest assured that your work will not land in the hands of a third party. I feel that a successful project on Upwork is a result of smooth communication between the freelancer and client. From the moment a message hits my inbox on whichever platform, you can be certain that it will hit yours within 30 to 60 minutes from then. So basically saying, you contact me, believe me, you've got a response within an hour max. Okay, within an hour max, I'm back to you. I'm right there. I'm always active. I'm always there for my clients. I'm ready to get you results. I always make sure to provide my clients with the pros and cons on each choice they make, which comes with great initiative, and deliver my suggestions for their selection. So I take everything, I provide you the pros of it, I provide you the cons, and then on each choice you make, I'll also give you my opinion and let you know whether it's a good decision to make. All right. I can fully assure you that achieving your marketing goals is my number one objective. I am 110% committed to maintaining a 5-star ranking. To me, anything less than 4 and complete customer satisfaction is not acceptable. That is one concise and beautiful profile description. This is literally all I have on my profile with a bit of a portfolio. This is what gets me results. I'm going to show you right now. So let's do a live walkthrough. I'm going to go over onto my profile. I just want to show you the kind of stuff that takes place on my profile. We'll go here, we'll go on view profile. It's just as I mentioned, I got my picture here, the title here, and over here I've got my overview in which I talk about everything I just talked about just then. Then over here we got my hourly rate, the hours of work, the jobs I've worked, okay, just on Upwork. These are not my private clients, the ones I've taken off this platform. And then further from there, we keep going. I've got a portfolio in which I cover work that I've done. These are sites of my own. Okay, this is a webinar funnel I run, lead generation funnel I run, and if we really looked at the kind of pages I've got, I've got all these funnels. These are literally 6-7 figure funnels. I could have them presented in my portfolio, but all I needed was 4 pieces of experience, and this is what does the job for me. I've got these skills in here, basic skills, what I talk about in my description. I presented one test. I done a US English basic skills test, and guess what? I'm born in the UK, and I still came below average on these tests. So believe me, some of these can be a bit hard. As you can see, some of these actually, they don't take 45 minutes to complete. You can complete them in 10-20 minutes, but whatever you do good and you can present it, whatever not, you don't have to display it on your profile. And then over here I just talk about a little employment history, what I've done for one of my employees in the past, what kind of stuff I'm proficient in, what kind of work I can do and I have done. And then this is just a bit of education of the experiences which the client does not give a single flying shit about, so don't focus on that. Just worry about your employment history, your skills, your tests, your portfolio, and this description. And you can see what it does for me. You can see that it does get me results, no jokes. I just come over here, I've already got 3 invitations to interview over the past day. I did not apply for any of these. You can see 19 hours ago, 1 day ago, and then this is just a 1 year ago. I never looked at this one. So in fact I got 2 interviews over the past 12 hours. There was actually 3 before. I've already responded to them. I had this one over here, this gardening, need a social media, literally all of these, they invited me to their job. I've responded to them, waiting on responses from them, and some of them I've already received a response from. I had a nice easy $50 job over here today, but just because of the time and value I have right now, I cannot complete a job at $50, whatever the job is. Okay, so I told the client over here, as you can see, they invited me. I said to them, I see you're interviewing 11 others. I guarantee that experience is not much mine, and best thing of all, I complete all my work and respond to all my proposals. Let me take care of this job for you by helping you with a full-blown automation so you can strengthen your relationship with the lead and ultimately create more business. So I responded with this, and they responded to me the next morning, sent my ID to their CEO. The CEO then contacted me on Skype over here, and they wanted me to do their job for $50, but I told them, my offer is $250 to you, and that's an absolute steal. But they then told me they're not willing to offer $250, so I rejected the client. But for someone starting off online, that was a perfect job right there. You take you take $50, and boom, you got $50 in your pocket. You move on to the next job. But I don't have that time right now at hand to be working for $50. Okay. And so as you can see, this stuff just works. I don't submit proposals. I don't apply for jobs. They just come to me day in, day out. I can take a screenshot tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Believe me, there's going to be another 2-3 interviews sitting here under the proposals. Okay, so is that powerful? Is that simple? It just works. You can see what my profile consists of, and you can see the kind of jobs I'll just be getting left, right and center. You have to be very specific about what field you're proficient in, what you're good at, and believe me, the jobs will not stop coming. I've covered a lot in this training, so rather than me talking anymore, I'd rather you just go back throughout this training, check it all out, rewatch it, go through it again and again, and then start implementing this, start cashing in on your first few clients. Believe me, this could be the best thing that ever happened to you in 2018. Freelancing could really change the game for you. And if you're yet to find that path online, you're yet to create success online, believe me, this is the #1 stepping stone to get you to online financial freedom. Okay, so get there right now, get on it. Please watch this video, watch this training again, make sure you take notes, get away from all distractions, and start implementing right away. And let me know if you need help with anything. Alright, that's me, Abdullah Ashraf, signing out. I hope you enjoyed this training, and I look forward to hearing from you all very, very soon.